From retinols to vitamin C to supplements, lower facelifts, and even injecting salmon sperm into our bodies. There's no shortage of anti-aging techniques to use to turn back the clock.
Vanessa Freeman did the salmon thing.
And?
And I mean, I think she always looks amazing, but she said it was great. Okay,
Oh.
so our next guest says you don't need to break the bank on all those cosmetic procedures to yield results. He says changing the lifestyle that you live, right, that can get you the results. Joining us now, the Doctor is In segment is cosmetic dermatologist, Dr. Ariel Ostad. Great to have you here.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
Anti-aging is something we all talk about, okay? Right? And we need this, we need this, we need this, you need nothing, all right? But it's interesting because you're saying it's actually about the lifestyle.
Yeah.
But what does that mean? Like what you drink, what you eat?
Absolutely. So I think those procedures that you alluded to, those non-surgical treatments are important. However, your lifestyle plays a critical role in terms of how you age. And that really encompasses nutrition, exercise, sleep, proper hydration, proper skincare, limiting things that cause inflammation like alcohol.
Yeah. It's so funny because I remember my sister is 10 years older than I am, and she looks amazing. And she always said, stop frowning. She would always say, stop frowning, stop frowning. Like, and I noticed when I was walking, I was doing this.
Why?
But joy, I think finding joy, it sounds so simple, but I think it turns everything up.
Yeah, I love that you say that because there are actually
Right?
studies that show that your facial expressions and how you approach life and your emotions do contribute to how you age.
Were you unhappy?
So smile.
Yes, because I knew I had to sit next to you for 57 minutes. No, but I think when we talk about lifestyle, like, I mean, we pretty much know good diet, good exercise, get sleep. But I think laughter, finding joy, finding things that bring us happiness can also make us look youthful.
Especially gratitude, your attitude is so critical.
But give us the example of some of the things that you can, food and drink that will help with the aging process.
Yeah.
Sure. So in terms of nutrition, by far the most important thing is limiting your sugar intake. Limiting your ultra-processed food intake. You know, studies have shown repeatedly that sugar actually does what's called glycation of your collagen. So by doing that, your collagen, basically its structure is changed and your body produces inflammation, which breaks down that collagen.
Collagen gets less as you get older?
Yes.
Past age 35, you lose 1% of collagen a year.
Great. I'm on a lot. And we're not just talking the usual suspects like candy or cookies, things that break down into sugar, right?
Yeah, anything that's unfortunately in a box that's really, doesn't, let's say, cause molding, it's ultimately a processed food. And that has really a lot of what we call high fructose corn syrup, and that sort of, you're increasing your insulin production, and that can really lead to inflammation.
When was the last time you had sugar?
Well, it's really hard. I'm actually on a kick to really limit my sugar intake. It's actually helped me so much. So I really am honestly super careful about limiting sugar.
He is actually 129 years old. He just looks
I look pretty good for that age.
Here's two big ones, right? Two big ones, the stress and sleep. Let's start with stress.
Yeah.
Because, God, it's like, I had a kid and all of a sudden I feel like my hair, everyone's like, oh my gosh, your hair is really coming in nice with the grays. And I'm like, well, thanks. Thank you so much. But it happened like that. So stress management, key.
Yeah, you allude to a very, very important point. So stress really causes what we call increased cortisol production. Cortisol directly leads to inflammation, and inflammation with regards to skin can lead to acne, rosacea, eczema, collagen breakdown. It goes back to what Marisol was saying about being happy. So it's about really our attitude. So it's about with stress, you want to really make sure you exercise, maybe introduce meditation, and it's about how you approach life in general.
Can you reverse that? Because I'm thinking back to when the boys were Olivia's age, which is now almost 20 years ago, and I didn't sleep and I had stress. Can you reverse it?
So you bring up a good point. I don't know if you can actually bring back collagen, but you can really dramatically reduce that aging process.
Okay.
So I would say to you, you can't reverse it, but you do find people who, let's say, go on proper nutrition, lose weight, and change their mindset, and basically exercise, and they just look brighter.
Yeah.
There's more, increased, circulation to your skin. So to some level, I think your skin will certainly look healthier.
Yeah.
But you won't reverse it entirely.
Okay. That's fair.
That is
a fair
very fair.
trade-off.
Let me ask you about beauty sleep, because nothing is a higher compliment than when someone comes up to me and says, "Wow, you look tired." So how much sleep do you need?
Okay. Well, studies repeatedly show you need at least 7 hours of sleep.
You're out.
I'm out. Out.
Ideally 8, but we're all sleep deprived. We're all
Yeah.
getting typically 5 to 6 hours, and that just basically the next day, not only you look tired, you end up eating more, you end up just not, like, your brain is fogged, and you're just not thinking properly. And sleep for sure also stimulates inflammation. So aging is all about inflammation. If you can reduce inflammation, you can really reduce aging.
And I'm sure alcohol plays a role in getting good sleep and not having inflammation.
Yeah.
Just give it to us straight.
Can we have that one glass of wine?
All right, well, alcohol is sugar. Alcohol is sort of pro-inflammatory.
Alcohols can be joy. I mean, it can be in moderation.
Yeah, it causes oxidative stress, and certainly it's dehydrating. And so limiting it, I think, limiting it is important. I know you can cut it all out, but having like a glass of wine or whatever choice of alcohol you like is fine.
There's potions, elixirs, and retinols and things, and everyone's got the 85 regimen before you go to bed.
Yeah.
All right, you're going to bed. What are you putting on your face?
So I think the important thing is that there's some basic scientific studies that show that there's certain ingredients that are critical, like retinoids, like you talked about retinol. So that's really important. Moisturizing is critical. So products that contain niacinamide, for example, are really important. Antioxidants such as vitamin C, vitamin E. So those are important, but you don't need to put 85 different things. That's unfortunately, there's a trend where people think you have to put multiple things, and I see in my practice repeatedly how that leads to irritation. So the key is to ideally use medical grade skincare. Unfortunately, that is not typically found over the counter.
Right. We got to go to you.
Yeah, so I'm happy, I'm proud to have formulated my own skincare line that can actually has the right ingredients so that you can maximize the results.
Do you have an eye cream in that skincare line? Because I'm on the market for one.
Yeah, we have a retinol cream, we have a regular moisturizing cream, and it's not irritating. A lot of products either don't do much. The products over the counter tend to be for all.
Everybody,
and you have
need to
tailor.
stylize it a little bit.
Yeah.
Well,
Good
it is
stuff.
always great to see you.
Yes.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much
Thank you so much for having me.
for giving
I
us some
appreciate
grace. And don't worry, in 10 years, you'll get back to 7 hours.
Collagen.
For more information, you can always follow Dr. Ostad at Dr. Ariel Ostad on Instagram.
Good stuff.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you so much.